Hey everyone, and welcome to the first presidential D&D campaign one-shot adventure. The aim of these videos is to be standalone adventures that are longer than the rest of the sessions on the channel and take place separate from the rest of the campaign. If you have not watched any of the presidential D&D campaign, all the episodes can be found in this playlist. The first couple of these will explore the backstories of the different characters from the original campaign. For this first one, we will be focusing on Donatello, the fighter champion from the town of Trumpville. As a small disclaimer, the adventurers will be at the same level as their character from the campaign. This doesn't make a lot of sense lore-wise, but is a lot easier to manage. Well, to start off, does everyone want to introduce their characters?
I, of course, am playing as Donatello, and this is the story of how I became the most beloved and renowned fighter in all the land of Trumpville and the surrounding villages.
For this adventure, I am also playing as a dwarf fighter named Amabo. I believe that I am Donatello's rival in the arena here. Is that correct, Ben?
Yes, and we will get to that more in just a moment. Finally, Joe, who are you playing?
I am playing as a monk named Nadib, that is N-E-D-I-B or Biden backwards. I am Donatello's mentor and trainer, truly the reason for all of his successes.
That's a flat-out lie. I am responsible for all my victories. You are just trying to ride my coattails.
Great! Thank you all for introducing your characters. We will start the session on a momentous day in Trumpville. Most of the town is empty, though the noise of the crowd can be heard for miles around. Today is the most sacred of days for Trumpville. Today is Arena Day, the day when everyone has a chance to compete for the title of Warrior of Trumpville.
This is going to be a piece of cake for me this year. I have already won the previous 6 or 7 years, so I am not worried at all about maintaining my spot as the champion.
You aren't going to be able to win this year, though, Donatello. You haven't had to fight me yet.
That's what they say every year. Haven't lost yet, though.
All right, so at the moment, all three of you are in the pits, a small area just underneath the arena where the fighters prepare for their battles. As Donatello is the previous champion, and Amabo has been undefeated in the season so far, you both will be fighting as the last battle, which is coming up next. What are you both doing?
I'm sitting on my throne eating grapes, not a worry or a care in the world.
I'm going to be sharpening my great axe. I'm not losing this one.
Nadib is going to be trying to get Donatello to focus up and get his shit together. I know that Amabo is going to be a lot harder than the previous opponents.
Stop fussing, Nadib. You're being real annoying right now. Just let me prepare my way.
You're being an idiot, Donatello. You haven't even shined your armor yet. You don't just need to win, you need to put on the show.
I am the show. That's why all of these people are here. They are here to watch me bash in the skull of that small little puny dwarf over there.
Can I hear any of this?
They are talking pretty loud and it echoes well in the pits. You can hear every word.
I'm just going to chuckle and continue sharpening my axe.
Well, that small little puny dwarf is undefeated. You need to take this seriously.
No, I don't. Want to know why? He is undefeated this season. I have never been defeated before. Just shut up, Nadib.
I'm just going to throw my hands up and walk away.
All right, the referees are going to enter and announce that the fighters need to be heading up to the arena. Donatello on the red side, Amabo is the blue one.
I'll head up to get ready then.
Same too after I finish up my grapes, though.
Okay, after you both take your positions, the gates swing open and the countdown begins. 3, 2, 1, fight!
I confidently stride into the arena, looking around at the stands and raising my sword in victory already.
I'll do the opposite, hunched over and ready to fight, not caring about the spectators. I am not going to lose today.
Nadib, where are you at?
Is there like a spot for the coaches, mentors? I'll be there if there is. Otherwise, I'll just be in the bottom row of the stands.
There is a sort of dugout for the mentors. You see Amabo's mentor, Reina, sitting in it as well. All right, Donatello and Amabo, you meet in the middle of the arena. As you both raise your weapons to begin the battle, I am going to have you roll for initiative.
That's a 19 for me.
14 on my side. Damn, Amabo has a -1 initiative bonus. That sucks.
Yeah, he is a dwarf in heavy armor, I guess. All right, Donatello, you are going to be up first.
All right, I am going to swing my long sword twice. Damn, even these new dice are rigged. That is an 11 on both of them. All right, I don't think I want to action surge yet. As my 2 swings are either parried or absorbed by his armor, I'm going to gesture excitedly to the crowd.
The crowd cheers, even though you didn't land a hit. You'll have advantage on your next attack, buoyed as you are by their admiration.
My turn then?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to swing with my great axe twice as well. That's an unnatural 20 and then a 16.
The first hit's not the second. With my shield, I have an AC of 18.
That is 10 damage.
As you wave to the crowd, Donatello, Amabo comes in with a heavy hit, crashing into your armor and probably cracking a rib. You spin and are able to catch the second swing with your shield. The crowd boos. So, Amabo, you will have disadvantage on your next attack against Donatello.
So they don't like me attacking while he is waving?
That's right. It was viewed by the crowd as a cheap shot. Still, you hit him pretty good there.
Yeah, low blow Amabo. I'm going to swing at him again.
Actually, before it is your turn, you feel the ground start to tremble. And out of nowhere, an extremely large rock flies into the arena, landing with a thud no more than 10 feet from the two of you.
An attack on Arena Day? That's dumb. All of the fighters in the town are here and equipped.
With a heavy crash, the large swinging doors cave in, and two armored hill giants wielding large metal poles as clubs enter the arena.
And I am already injured. Thanks, Amabo.
Yes, you did take a hit already. Good thing it was only one, though. So, as a bit of a backstory, the town of Trumpville has been feuding with a tribe of hill giants for a while now. As Trumpville has grown, they forced the hill giants away from their encampment. Obviously, the hill giants have not forgiven that slight.
No matter, I know it's metagaming, but we took on a hill giant at level 3 in the last campaign. We got this. All right, was that their turns or what happens now?
Yeah, their turn will have been entering the arena. Nadib, you can take your turn, and then we will go to the top of the round. Do you want to roll initiative to see when you take your next turn as well?
That's a 16, so I'll go in between Donatello and Amabo, I think.
Yep, that sounds right.
All right, I'm going to use one key point to use Step of the Wind and Dash as my bonus action, and my jumping distance is double. So I'm going to pretty much fly out of the stands and at one of the giants. I am then going to swing at it, wielding my quarterstaff in both hands. That is a 17 to hit and 9 damage.
That does hit. All right, so out of nowhere, Nadib comes soaring across the arena, taking long jumps and lightly landing on his feet, and then cracks his staff over one of the giants' heads. Anything else, Nadib?
No, that's it for me this turn.
All right, sweet, my turn then. I am going to charge and attack the giant Nadib just hit. That is a 15 and a 16 to hit. What's the armor class we need?
You need a 15 to hit, so both of those do land.
Sweet, all right, that's 19 total damage.
The giant lets out a loud roar as you slash at its enormous stomach. I think we are back to Nadib's turn then.
That was quick. I'm going to strike it with my quarterstaff again and then use another key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as bonus actions. That's a 15, a 17, and a 10. So the staff and 1 unarmed strike hit then?
That sounds right.
Nice, 14 points of damage. Finally, I'm going to spend another key point to try to stun it. It needs to make a 13 Constitution saving throw.
Damn, you guys are making quick work of this giant. I only got an 11, so one of the 2 giants will also be stunned from Nadib's quarterstaff. Amabo, it's your turn now.
Nice. All right, I'm going to run up and attack with my great axe at the one that isn't wounded or stunned yet. That's a 25 and a 19 to hit. For a total of 23 damage, I am also going to expend a superiority die for disarming attack, adding 3 to the damage and forcing it to make a strength saving throw or be disarmed. It needs at least a 15.
That's a solid hit and a 16 for the strength check, so it keeps its weapon. All right, the stunned giant is going to be stunned for the turn, so it won't be able to take an action or reaction. It recovers from its stun, however. The other giant is going to swing at Amabo with the metal pole. That is a 24 to hit, dealing 25 total damage.
Wow, that is just over half my health. That was one hell of a blow.
It was. And it gets a second attack as well. It is going to swing at Donatello for this one. That is a 25 to hit and 21 damage.
I no longer think that this is going to be a piece of cake. Still, I'll be able to take second wind on my turn, and I'll probably action surge too. Is it my turn now, Ben?
Yeah, that was all of the giants' turns.
I'll swing with my longsword. Can I just roll all 4 since I'll use action surge as well?
That makes sense.
That is a 24, 18, 7, and then 22 in that order. 3 of those hit, dealing a total of 25 damage, all to the stunned, injured giant. Then I'll use second wind to regain... Damn, only 7 health. Still, the giant probably won't be able to kill me in 1 hit. Is the giant I hurt still alive?
It is, but it is looking very wounded. It's moving a bit slower, and blood is gushing out of the multiple wounds and bruises left by you and Nadib. Nadib, you're up now.
I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'll attack with my quarterstaff and then attack twice with flurry of blows using 1 key point and use a second key point to try to stun it again. I think I need to still target the wounded one. That's a 12 to hit with the quarterstaff, so that misses, but a 23 and 16 to hit with my unarmed strikes, dealing 15 damage. It then needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, it actually won't need to make the Constitution saving throw, and you can gain that key point back. It is going to fall over, unconscious and bleeding out.
Nice, Nadib. I knew I kept you around for something. I did most of that, though.
Whatever, Donatello, I save your ass all the time.
Whatever, I don't need you. Amabo's turn now?
Yeah, my turn. All right, I'll swing at the hill giant twice again. That's a 15 and a 21 to hit, dealing 27 damage. Great weapon fighting came in handy there. It would have only been 18 damage without it.
Nice, all right. That giant is also starting to look wounded.
I'll also use my action surge and second wind here, too.
Copycat.
Whatever, Donatello, it's the smartest move. That's a 10 and a 21 to hit for 11 damage off the 21. I'll use a superiority die to try to disarm it again, so that's an additional... Damn, 1 damage. It does need to make a strength saving throw of 15 or lose its weapon.
That's only a 12 for me, so it will drop the metal pole this time. All right, anything else, Amabo?
Yes, finally my second wind to recover. 10 hit points. All right, it is the giant's turn now.
The giant is going to pick up its pole and take another swing at Donatello. That's a 19 to hit, dealing 25 damage.
It is targeting me. This doesn't seem fair. All right, I'm wounded, but still on my feet, though.
Sounds good. That'll be its full turn since it had to pick up the weapon again, so you're up now, Donatello. It is looking very wounded.
Time to finish it off, then. That's a 19, which is a critical hit for me, and then an 18 for the second swing. With the critical, that is 30 total damage.
That is going to be it for the hill giant, then. It falls to the ground with a crash. That will conclude combat, then.
Wait, actually, for my turn, I want to swing at Donatello.
You backstabbing bastard!
I'll actually allow that. You are technically still in the arena.
That's an 18 to hit for 11 damage.
Great, well, I'm unconscious now. Thanks a lot, Amabo.
Well, that will conclude combat then, unless you want to do something else, Nadib.
I don't think I can. Technically, Amabo won, right?
Yeah, since Amabo is still standing, he is technically the winner of the battle. The remaining crowd that didn't run away falls silent as Amabo's blow knocks Donatello unconscious. The referee hurries over, making a wide berth around the fallen giant, and grabs your hand, Amabo, proclaiming you the winner.
This is so rigged. You stole this from me, Amabo.
Don't know what you are talking about. As far as I can see, I won this fair and square.
All right, that does conclude the arena segment then. The doctors hurry out and patch up Donatello, taking him to the hospital tent for recovery, and Amabo is taken to the victor's circle to be crowned warrior of the town of Trumpville. The night is spent in celebration as Donatello recovers. The next morning, Donatello, you awake to find yourself in the hospital tent, sore and bruised, but alive.
I am really ticked off. I am going to go find Amabo and attack him.
As you stand up, a hooded man steps into the room. Hello, Donatello. I am sorry for your loss in the arena yesterday, but I have some information that I believe would be of use to you.
Spit it out already. I have some blood to spill.
Well, I have it on good authority that the hill giants were coerced into attacking the arena during your battle yesterday, coerced by your opponent, Amabo.
I believe it. That was far too coincidental and nobody could beat me in a fair fight.
Exactly. And I was there in the arena watching. The giant targeted you at the end there. I think that the intention was for you to die there.
Nobody could kill me, though? All right, well, this settles it. I am definitely going to go kill Amabo.
Well, I think you need to get proof first. Otherwise, you'll just look like a sore loser.
I don't care if people think that, but fine, how would I go about getting proof?
The hill giants aren't too happy that 2 of their finest warriors were killed. If anyone was able to point the finger at Amabo, it would be them. And I believe you do speak giant, yes?
Yeah, I speak giant. Fine, I'll head up there to their encampment. I'll push past him to leave the tent.
One last thing, Donatello, I would advise that you get Nadib to accompany you. Allies are a good thing to have.
I'll consider it. I don't need him, though. All right, I'll leave the tent and head over to Nadib's house. Nadib, I need to talk to you.
Oh boy, this'll be good. What do you want, Donatello? I'm sorry you lost, but it happens. Maybe if you had just taken me more seriously, things would be different.
Shut up, Nadib. That battle was rigged. I intend to prove it.
Rigged? How?
A strange man came to me in the hospital tent and said that Amabo had coerced the giants somehow into sabotaging me. That's the only reason I lost.
I see. Well, you know what I say. Some random person comes up to you and says something outrageous. You just gotta believe him. All right, say we do trust him, though. We need to prove it. Let's head to the hill giant encampment to investigate then?
Yeah, that's the plan. All right, Ben, we head over to the hill giant camp to ask them about Amabo and why those 2 giants were there.
The camp is only about a half-day journey, and you are able to make good time. A crude wall has been constructed made out of trees that have been thrust into the ground, and a hill giant stands guard at the entrance. You there, friend or foe? It calls out in giant after seeing you approach.
Friend, mighty giant, I have come to talk to your leader.
Friend, do you bring gifts to talk to Moog?
I bring vengeance for the giants killed in Loudwater.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's a 12.
All right then. Moog is talking to other friend right now. You may enter. He is at the fire.
Other friend?
We go in and go find Moog.
At the center of the camp, sitting in a makeshift throne on the far side of the fire, you see the biggest hill giant you have ever seen, talking to a very familiar person. Welcome back, Amabo.
Oh, mighty Moog, I come with terrible news. Your hill giant warriors have been slain. The humans did not care to honor their right to battle in the arena.
Those were my best warriors, Amabo. How did they meet their end?
Do I see Donatello and Nadib yet?
Yeah, you see them as they entered the circle.
Them. They are the ones who killed your giant warriors.
Oh, this is bad.
Moog looks over at the two of you. You, is this true? Did you kill my emissaries to Loudwater?
Yes, but only because Amabo had them attack us. They almost killed me.
Amabo, did you tell the giants to attack these puny humans? Is that part of the battle arena to have our tribe recognized as champion?
Yes, that is all part of the challenge. You see, Donatello here is the old champion of the arena. Defeating him in battle would mean that your giants would be hailed as the new champion.
You did sabotage me then, Amabo? You didn't have the guts to face me in honest battle.
Enough talk, puny humans. I am tempted to just kill all of you and be done with that pathetic town of Trumpville.
You could never destroy Trumpville, you overgrown brute. We could destroy your whole camp if we wanted to.
Maybe not the best course of action to insult the hill giants while we are here alone, Donatello.
See, he insults you, King Moog. You must not allow him to leave alive.
Your turn to roll a persuasion check, Amabo.
Damn, that's a 2. I think that my reign as a bad guy might be coming to a close pretty soon here.
Moog looks down at Amabo and suddenly launches out with a kick, sending him tumbling across the clearing. Amabo, you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. You are trickster, dishonorable in battle. We should kill you now, but we don't want pesky humans attacking us again. All of you, leave now, or we will destroy you. Several other hill giants come from around the encampment to observe what is happening.
All right, we leave. I want to drag Amabo behind me as we do. Once we get out of the encampment, I drop Amabo and turn to him and say, "You are a cheater and a coward, Amabo. Here is your chance at an honest fight and an honest death."
Wait, Donatello, you can't kill him. You don't have proof yet. And even if you did, he belongs in prison, not dead.
There is no proof. I get up to my feet. Fine, Donatello, you want to fight? Let's fight. I mean, I am injured from that idiotic hill giant, but I could still whip your ass any day.
All right, let's roll for initiative.
That's a 22.
18 for me.
6 for me this time.
All right, Donatello, you are up first.
I am going to attack Amabo. Hell yeah, natural 20. That's 18 damage.
Yikes, I am almost dead already. The 16 damage from the giant had already hit me pretty hard.
And I still get my second attack. That is a 19, so another critical hit. Damn, that was awesome. All right, and then it is 19 damage.
Well, I am unconscious now. Damn, that was a lot of damage, Donatello. I must admit that if you went first, there is a chance you could defeat Barak and Joden.
I always knew I could. All right, I am going to kill Amabo now.
I am going to attack Donatello to try to stop him from killing Amabo. That's a 21 to hit and 6 damage with my quarterstaff, and I will try to stun him. Donatello, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn, this is bullshit. You're a backstabbing traitor, Nadib. All right, that's a natural 1.
All right, Donatello, you are stunned until Nadib's next turn.
Am I able to just knock him out if he is stunned?
Not rules as written, but in this particular case, I'll allow it.
All right, I am going to knock him out and then take Amabo back to town to be healed.
You're a dead man, Nadib. I never should have trusted you.
You were going to kill him, Donatello.
Whatever. Next time I see either of you, I'm going to kill you both.
All right, Donatello, you awake again, the second time knocked unconscious in 2 days, which probably means you would have permanent brain damage. That is pretty unsafe. Anyways, you wake up in the forest clearing where you just fought Amabo and Nadib, and standing over you is the man from the hospital tent.
Great, what do you want this time?
You can't go back to Trumpville, you know. Amabo has already started to spread the word that you tried to kill him because he is the champion now. Nadib appears to be trying to defend you, but Amabo's wounds would say otherwise. Plus, people know you. You're a wanted man now.
Who cares? I am going to kill those bastards, both of them. If it wasn't for Nadib, Amabo would be dead now. I don't care if I end up in jail or not.
What if I could offer you an alternative?
An alternative? What?
I have here a letter from King Rex. He rules over a small land not too far from here. He is organizing a team of bodyguards to protect an ambassador. Anyways, the letter explains it in further detail. I was sent to give it to the winner of the arena here. But once I understood that you should have won if it wasn't for the cheating tactics of Amabo, I am giving it to you instead.
What's in it for me?
Gold. Chances for a lot of it. And perhaps redemption. King Rex could use his political sway to potentially pardon you from Amabo's accusations. Then you could return and face him again in the arena.
Fine, where are we meeting?
A tavern, just outside of Phandelver. 3 weeks' time. It'll be a long journey from here, but if you leave now, you could make it in time.
Well, I guess I am going to Phandelver then.
All right, that concludes this origin story then. Donatello has been kicked out of his town because of the deceptions of the new arena champion. From here, he travels to Phandelver and meets up with Thorn, Barak, and Joden.
This was definitely different from our regular campaign. It's weird playing as more of an NPC than a player character.
Yeah, that was interesting for sure. It's a bit longer of a session too, which makes sense since we had to cover the entire origin story.
And you never know when aspects from this could turn up in the campaign itself.
Well, if either Amabo or Nadib show up in the campaign, Donatello is going to kill them for sure.
I don't know, Donatello. Nadib kind of kicked your ass there.
To be fair, I did kind of break the rules. Donatello was still at a pretty high hit points when I let Nadib knock him out.
So the only times I've ever lost is when people were cheating. If people were just honest and upstanding like me, then I would never lose. Ever.
If you say so, Donald. All right, back to regular programming tomorrow then?
Yeah, we actually never stopped. If this video goes okay, we will be posting 2 videos on Sundays, 1 regular campaign episode, and then another bonus one-shot like this one. Up next, we could cover both Barak and Joden's backstories, and then maybe we will move more into actual one-shot adventures, where you all can play as different characters and classes. These videos will be longer as well, but won't have any real impact in the actual campaign, other than cameos and the like.
Before we go, one last question for you, Ben. Is Moog related to Lug, the one hill giant we fought outside Loudwater?
Well, we will just have to wait and see, I guess. All right, that wraps up this episode.
If you liked the episode and want to see more AI D&D content, check out the channel. In the meantime, hit that like button and subscribe to help out the channel as well.
Thanks, everyone. See you all tomorrow.